I'm Stuart, 20 years old. I live in Plano. Live by myself. Live in a small apartment to afford parts for my car. About 700 square feet of shit. My utility room is full of tires and my porch is full of bumpers. It happens. I've been drifting for about 2 years now. I started amateur, and about the last year and a half I've been going to events.
Drifting is taking a turn, going as fast as you can with as much angle as possible, like slip angle, to where you're actually sliding through the turn. It's totally radical because it goes against all forms of motorsports.
I always change my differential oil after every damn drift event. There was nothing wrong with it.
That had to cost money though, right? You had to use TRD diff oil, or did you just go to AutoZone? Redline? There's a lot of brands are like ATS, they recommend their oil.
I use the ATS.
You know, I just
Alright, we'll
fucking...
see you guys there. I'm gonna
8?
go bust out the oil pressure.
Yeah,
and
8:30 or 8?
8.
Best Buy.
I'll be there at 8 and I'll just chill and wait for people.
Alright,
Yeah,
same
I'll be
here.
there at 8.
Cool.
Drifting should be a good temperature.
Alright, I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go install my underglows.
Tonight so I can pay
Peace.
everything.
Tire flies, dog.
Bring in mine.
Hold on.
This car is so hot, man. Fuck, I gotta get that lift put on my car. See you guys later. 8 o'clock.
Yep, 8 o'clock.
You're meeting at 8?
8 o'clock.
I work at a European auto technician shop. We work on mainly European cars, but we do a lot of Japanese cars. And one of the reasons why I wanted to work there, because I've been into cars for a really long time. I've known about it for quite a while, and I really wasn't really active until about 3 years ago. And now, about 2 years ago was the first it was a Japanese event here in the United States. And when it came here, it became just wildly popular because of the excitement involved in it, to where you're sitting there in your chair and you're watching this car going 80 miles an hour sideways, cloud of smoke on the back. And that's not all, dude. You got another car right next to it going just as fast. Right next to it. It's crazy. It's so fun.
My name's Caleb Towns. I am 19 years old. I've lived in Dallas, Texas pretty much most of my life. I've been drifting for about a year and a half now. I am a bartender at a Z in Plano actually, and I also work at Starbucks and serve coffee. Yes. Gotta make money to support this habit. I've actually spent about $10,000 on my car.
God. 15 to 20 grand on top of the price of the car. My budget is like 2 grand a month, 1,200 of it to live, 600 of it on car, and about 200 of it on food and groceries, and mostly wheels and tires. I don't like to have the same wheels for more than 3 months, so you start to just build equity in them and sell them and buy them and trade them. Tires start to hurt a whole lot. You go through about 4 to 6 tires a month just driving.
How much money have I spent on my car? I hate that question. I really do, man. That's probably the worst question ever, because it's like when you start adding up the costs, it almost seems like a huge waste, but the only thing that actually keeps me going is the passion for the sport. You know what I'm saying? I've probably spent about close to 20 grand, and the car's not even anywhere being done to be competitive, so that's it's pretty bad.
Wheels. So much weather.
God.
Ready? It's supposed to rain. I guess everyone was watching the Weather Channel before they left their house, dude.
What?
I was watching the Weather Channel, he was watching it.
So it's gonna rain?
They just showed Fort Worth in like 20, and it had the little clouds with rain.
we all meet up in the morning. We drive out there. We try to caravan because it just kind of, you know, like a camaraderie of, you know, friends, and just kind of like, hey, you're here, we're all here, let's do it. You arrive in the morning. Setting is usually done by the people who organize the event. They get out there really early in the morning. They set up the track. We get out there. We have a driver's meeting early in the morning, which I usually miss. And we set up. We get, you know, our old tires and stuff outside of the car. We do checks on the cars, make sure that the cars are in shape to go out to the track and they're not going to be dangerous.
First day of the season, it's always packed. Last year, there was 50 cars registered. Damn. And that was at a smaller venue.
Hey! Only 2 runs, man. There's a long line right here.
Sorry. It didn't take as long as that one dude. This guy just came to my house and looked at my car because I left my car at home.
Right.
I drove my mom's car up here, so hopefully by next week I'll have the car sold.
You're hooked, huh? This shit's fun, dude.
It is, man, it is.
Understeer like a motherfucker. Sucks. 40.
My first car was a 1992 Acura Integra, and it was spun a bearing, so I had to give up on it because I didn't know much about motors then. To tell you the truth, I just decided to buy an Acura because my parents were like, Honda and Acura are reliable. So I was like, okay. So I worked at Subway for 2 years since I was 15. I bought the car, and that was it. I just started modding cars. I just saw car parts that I liked online, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to put that on mine. When I first bought the Integra, my mom said it was too small in the back, and she was like, when I got rid of it, I need to get a bigger car in the back. So I was like, well, the 240SX is a decent chassis to start with. So I just picked it up. I kind of like the front end for ricey reasons and stuff. So, you know, to tell you the truth, the first time I took a corner in the rain, me and my friends were screwing around and I just punched it as hard as I could. And I got a whole lot of angle and I controlled it. And I was like, you know, that's kind of cool because you can recover from it and stuff. So, you know, I just did it faster and faster and more angle and more angle. I didn't even know what drifting was.